dollars in gold coins. It's like, okay, I don't have the nowhere to go with them. You have to have a business to somewhere to go with that can I can sell them out of there. The days of hustling shit, throwing it in the back of the car and running it around, those are over. So, um, I think, uh, I think I want a pawn shop. I want to open a pawn shop so bad. I've wanted a pawn shop since I was like 15. A lot of my closest associates, probably three of them, excluding the one that I don't talk to anymore, own pawn shops. I would, of course, never open a pawn shop within any near distance of them because you don't do that. You don't open a pawn shop in someone else's territory. You don't do it. It's a dick move. Don't do it. It's not good. Um, and if the pawn shop is already active, unless that pawn shop you're dealing with is just complete shitbags, you should stay loyal to the pawn shop you're going to, because a pawn shop is a poor person's credit card. You know, I could walk into my pawnbroker, which I don't, knock on wood, I don't pawn anything anymore. I do everything differently now. But back in the day, the kid, my family could need like shoes or an extra gallon of milk, and I have something, and like, hey, I'm gonna pawn this. And when you build up credit with your pawnbroker, you get like, hey, I need this, and he's gonna hand you $1,000, and you're like, you better have your ass in here tomorrow, bring me some merchandise. But it's that quick. You can't even go into a bank and get $1,000, $5,000 like that. Boom. But pawnbrokers are okay, but you have to have both. You have to have digital credit. You have to have bankers. You have to have pawnbrokers. You have to have all of them. And like I said, I have my pawnbrokers that are dear to my heart, and they've got me through some pretty tough times. And mainly, it was when my ex, took off and left me alone. No family, nothing, and I was just kind of on my own. But anyways, um, pawnbrokers got me through that time. So I would recommend you have two banks. You have a big fancy bank, and you have a small town home bank. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to get into it right now, but you must have two separate banks. Three, okay, even. I would recommend two small town banks in different towns, or if you're lucky enough to have two good ones in one town, do the same thing there. And then one major bank. You need three different banks not connected. So that way, if one of them give you any static, you're like, I'm going to get what my business here is through somebody who's going to be the one to help me, because the one that helps me is going to be the one I help. So I'm not going to beg you for it. There's too many. Most banks, they're lucky if they get back their principal. Okay, so I'm willing to make damn sure you get your interest plus your principal. So, anyways, um, that's that. Yeah, like I said, I got to give it up to AK. I love AK-47. It's good. It's groovy. It's pretty sweet. And if you don't know what a 38 is, hold on, I'll show you right here. I carry a 45 and a 38. Those are my two carry guns. Now, hold on a sec here. This right here is my 38. I have carried this one right here for, this is the set. I believe it's 17 years. This is the gun I've carried every day for 17 years. I'm on the shitter. I got that with me. Now, what's funny is, if you look at this, this is most interesting. You see the side of it right there? That's the acid. On, like, your skin has acid. You know what I'm saying? I got this brand new from a buddy, but like, you see how this side is all beautiful still, like the day it was. Man, I got my fingers dirty, son of a bitch. But you see how this side is beautiful right here, and it's not all dirty or corroded or anything. See, when this gun first come out, this right here was called Scanadium. See, this gun come out around 2004 or 5 or something like that. I don't know. And when this thing come out, it was $1,400.
because this was the same material. They Smith and Wesson did something. It was like the same material they used on the space shuttle. But the moral of the story is hold on a sec here. The bullets weigh almost the same as the gun. It's so light you don't even know you have it. You know what I'm saying? So, but for 17 years, I've carried this dude. And this is what I would recommend to anybody that is new to guns. A revolver, not so much this one because I'm not like promoting Smith and Wesson. You can't even. I don't know. You might be able to buy these, but get a gun like this. They're more on the more end, but Taurus makes a good one. Smith and Wesson makes a good one, as far as I know. I can't speak for their other guns, but their revolvers, I would hope they wouldn't do that to the public. And if I do find out you do make a shitty gun, I'm going to tell people about you. So, but anyways, yeah, get you a holster like so, and see how it's formed. So through the years, it's actually formed to my. See that? And what it is you got to break it in. You know, you'll get it broke in eventually, and it's just perfect. It's perfection. You know. And then from the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to sleep, you lay it right there beside you. I got 3 guns beside me. This one, that one, and the one I carry on my side, 45. And the 45, since everybody asks about that always, this is the 45. And I know it looks like rough. There's a reason. This gun has been through hell. Literally, it went down to hell, turn around, come back. So back in the day, in my youth, I used to be a heavy drinker, okay? So I called all my buddies and I was like, how the hell do you get rid of the front sight? Because I drew it one time and it hung up. The front sight made me hang up. And I said, I don't use this shit anyways. What good fucking purpose is it? And nobody I knew, they're like, hell, man, I don't know how you get rid of a front sight on a damn Colt. So I was like, well, it's got to be pressed out or something. So the moral was, like I said, when I was younger, I used to drink pretty heavy. So I took a grinder and cut it off. My buddy he has more guns than any human I've ever. The only one that would rival him is the ATF. I had an associate that worked for the ATF, and rest in peace, bless his heart, he's dead now. But he showed me pictures, and if you think you have guns, shit. The ATF has about 100 facilities with every gun known to man in there. So, but anyways, the grips are cracked. I have a brand new pair of grips somewhere. I don't change them out. I just leave it the same. I don't do anything to it. But I've carried this one for about 13 years, 14 years. And I can polish it up brand new anytime I'll choose to do so. And I may do it one day. I can clean up this front right here and clean that up. And I may swap out the grips. I don't know. It ain't hurt nothing the way it is. I know in about 4 milliseconds I can pull it out and have the hammer back and fired. If I'm in a situation, though, like if I'm out in a questionable area, I cock it. So, and that's it. So that way it's about 2 milliseconds draw time. But yeah, gotta have your guns. So this is my main gun. Well, technically, this is my main gun. This is my secondary, and this gun gets me to this gun. This gun gets me to this gun. So that's that. And I don't know, but I would recommend anybody. Now the funny thing is I actually have liberal friends. I do. I really do. I have liberal friends. I have conservative friends on both sides of the spectrum. I do that. Walk on both sides of the tracks. because whenever either one of them try to start talking about politics, I just tell them I love them and I walk away. I'm like, I want you both okay, man. So, but anyways, one of my liberal friends, he's kind of out there. He said two things to me one time. I ain't gonna say what he said one, but he's always talking about guns. He's like, guns, 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 guns are bad, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, let me explain something to you. If someone beats the shit out of you and starts kicking your ribs in and you're laying on the ground, they're just working your ass over. I'm talking some big city shit. And beat you within an inch of your life. If someone lays a gun down on the ground, I promise you, you're going to pick it up and pull the trigger. And he normally, he don't even mention that around me no more because he knows I'm telling the truth. But the point of the matter is you should protect yourself. Um, it's not a joke. Basically, as long as you know you can get in a lot of trouble, you shoot somebody. You can spend your whole life in jail if it's not in defense. If it's defense, unless you just get like a bad deal, you'll skate. Oh yeah, where's that one dude at? Yeah, like there's this one dude. Look at this shit. Who's it at? Son of a bitch. No, it was in my pocket the whole time. Damn it, I got it for nothing. Son of a bitch. So apparently, this dude right here, uh, Alan Coley, 31. He was at a store. Someone fucked around and found out he was just a dude minding his own business. He's working. I think he working for like delivery food, so he wasn't making a ton. And you could tell just by his demeanor he was a good person, unless there's something about him I didn't know. But someone was messing with him on a YouTube prank video, and he just pulled out and shot the guy. I mean, he shot the son of a bitch. So he's my hero. I tell you right now. The day come I get a tattoo, the tattoo is going to say Alan Coley. It's going to have that name right there. I'm going to put my hero names up, and that's going to be them. Women, if you're out there, look for him, the guy that defended himself. That's a man because he'll do the same for you if someone's fucking with you. And don't you ever forget that. So, feel bad for the person that got popped, but you ask for it, dude. You fuck around and find out, you take it and go on with it. Back in the day, you could handle shit and get by with it because there wasn't so many bullshit rules and cameras all over the place. Nowadays, you have to be a little more careful, and it's not even so much. It's the headache of it. It's like fuck, because nobody. I would hope nobody wants to hurt anybody. That's just not a good thing. But people are tired of being messed with, and for too many years, good people. I've seen it in school and everything. Just people fucking with people nonstop. And the bad, not good people found out a long time ago that good people by nature normally won't do anything, but the levee broke, and I think they've gotten to the point where they're like, you only live a certain amount of time. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you fuck with me. So take what you ask for and go with it. You ask for it, take it and go with it. Leave people the fuck alone. So I think when hundreds of thousands of people start doing this in unison and catching on, then there's going to be a difference. I would like to intercept the people that snap and they take it out on the wrong people. I would beg them to go and handle it on the people that deserve it. Obviously, if you know a terrible, awful person, go handle whatever you got to handle with that person. And oddly enough, from what I've been hearing, a lot of people have been doing that, and I salute you. I mean, if you're not going to let me talk you down off the ledge, then at least go to the person who put you on the ledge. So if there's nothing I can say is going to stop you from doing what you're doing, and you've been tormented and messed with so much, go to that person. And like a lot of you have been. I've seen you. I know you're out there. But anyways, I guess that's it. I like Better Call Saul. It's a pretty good flick. There's not a whole lot of advertising in it. It's one of the good shows. Anyways,
Holy shit, that's unbelievable. What happened to HHM? Paige didn't go into it. She just said the filing didn't go through. We're doing it this afternoon. Hey, what did I tell you?
what did I tell you? I said I love you.
I do. It sounds like there's some regulatory issues. Kevin said we're the one.
I love you.
You can.